Hello, everybody out there in YouTube. This is Justin, the Snap-on Junkie. I just want to introduce myself to everybody here that's on my channel that liked one of my two videos that I did yesterday, or that I'm going to be doing in the future, so you get a face with the voice per se. We're here in my tool room at my shop. What I do right now is I own dump trucks for a living. I'm in the trucking business. I really don't know if it was a great idea, but I like owning my own company. So it affords me to do kind of what I want in my life. I'm kind of gives you a bunch of different skills that I have. So I like that. That's what I'm doing now. You can see behind me, this is my big screwdriver promotional item that my Snap-on guy Jason gave to me. He knows I like all the promotional items. He gave this to me as a Christmas present, I guess, because I've made him rich this year buying tools. You could say that I'm pretty addicted to it. I would say that I'm addicted to it. I like getting the new shiny stuff or whatever. Kind of the reason that I'm doing these videos is it's fun for me to watch YouTube, but also get everybody else's opinion, hear their opinion. So I thought I would do my own video of my own videos to kind of talk about things that I like. And well, the reason that I buy Snap-on stuff compared to the other brands is my previous job. I was for 10 years I was a drag racer, so I worked on Top Fuel cars. I did a lot of different jobs on that, like cylinder heads. I built short blocks. I did the clutch. I did like clutch, and I was like the track guy for one team. And what that means is I went out there and I gauged the track every time before we ran. I'd rate like a number, what I thought the track was good. We had a kind of a grip meter, and then you would feel the rubber, and that has a lot to do with getting those cars down there. It also helps the crew chief make the last decisions, so they can kind of be thinking about what they do. But that's for another time, or whatever. We'll talk about that. But that's why when I have all Snap-on stuff, I've used every brand. Like when, a lot of times the tool brands would sponsor the Top Fuel cars, so we get to use a bunch of different stuff. Like Matco, Mac, Cornwell, all those types of tools. Not really much Cornwell, but Mac and Matco and Snap-on. So I learned what was a quality product back then, and what was going to be a quality product that I would want to invest my money in. So I've been buying Snap-on stuff per se. I would say the main difference in what I see is that like Matco or Mac, a lot of their stuff is rebranded. Like I would say over half of it. Like the Mac new precision torque wrenches. I don't know, if you guys have seen those or whatever, but the same company in Australia named Sidchrome makes the exact same wrench. It's the exact same damn thing. It just says Sidchrome on it. It's just restamping. So I don't know if they invented it or Mac invented it, or maybe Mac owns Sidchrome in Australia. I really don't know. I've never really looked at it, and I really don't have the time to do that much investigation. But they're the exact same thing, where if you buy Snap-on in Australia, it's the same wrench that you get here. It's not a different company, or maybe Mac's over there trying to sell the same shit. I don't really know. And I don't really know a Mac dealer, and I really don't like their stuff. I think it's kind of the, middle of the road kind of stuff. And then Matco stuff is pretty much, I don't know what they make. They may make their toolboxes, But as far as their hand tools, I don't think they make very much. It's probably, the same place that Mac makes theirs. They're both in Ohio. I think they're only maybe 100 miles apart from each district headquarters. I mean, it's very similar. So they all might use the same foundry or forge or, the same place to get them made. So that's my opinion on it. And I've learned, using their wrenches, sometimes the fit and finish, like how it fits on a fastener, or a, bolt, nut, anything like that. Snap-on is really proud of their shit. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they're fucking proud of this stuff, But like where Mac, sometimes the tools aren't as, the fit and finish is different, and you may not understand what I mean by that, but like just how it fits on the bolt, is going to be different. Like 11/16, in a Mac compared to a Snap-on, the tolerances are going to be tighter on Snap-on one, in my opinion. That's just what I've seen over the years working on the race cars that we did. You really, unless you use a tool every day, the noticeable differences of why one product is more expensive than the other is really minute to probably 90% of the public. They just don't, they don't pay attention to things like that, So that's my stance on why I buy tools, stuff like that. I also, I'm kind of OCD, so once I have one brand, I stick with that brand. I would say I'm pretty brand loyal. I have to have everything in that brand. Like I can't mix and match things. It'll irritate the shit out of me in my own box. I don't understand how people do it. I think it's weird. But that's just me. I mean, my wife says that I have kind of an addictive personality. I don't know. I would say not, but she says yes. So I'm married, so it's yes. What else? Well, other things that I'm probably going to do on this channel is, me and a guy that works here will, do videos on us servicing these big trucks, and I'll explain the type of oils and grease and stuff like that I do. I mean, I try a bunch of different stuff till I found a brand that I like, and I found a brand now that I like. It's really good stuff. It's not a big brand, but their quality is a lot better. It's a little more low-key. It lets you get a little more service life out of your stuff. And then when you're buying oil for big trucks, that's what you want, good quality product. So that's kind of why I buy Snap-on stuff too, is because I know it's a quality product. It's really the best stuff, in my opinion, that you can, if you're going to spend the money, you might as well spend it on the best. I mean, why make that big of investment, when other brands, for $2,000 difference, you get the good shit. I mean, you might as well just buy the good stuff right from the beginning and be done with it. Again, that's my opinion. We're going to be doing videos like that. I'll be doing some more toolbox stuff. Like if you guys have any questions on my tools or part numbers or what all the stuff is, in my toolbox video, just write it in the comments of either this video or any video, and then I'll do a review about it and I'll talk about it, things like that. I'll probably be doing, as I get more stuff, I'll be showing you all that. I do got a new box coming. That's going to be here probably after the first of the year. I'm buying a new pickup truck for myself. Some things changed in my life, so that became a priority. So I'm going to do that. What else? If you have any questions about drag racing, if you kids are out there and you want to learn about how I got involved in it, I could do a video on that. I never went to any trade school or anything like that. I just pretty much learned on my own. And I was out there for 10 years, but that got old. We could talk about that at a later time. What else? I want to buy a Bridgeport mill and a lathe and teach myself on how to machine parts. I think that would be fun to learn. I'm a kind of guy that I like to learn doing things my way, not necessarily somebody teaching me. I like to figure it out on my own, and I have a pretty sound mechanical background. I understand how a lot of things work. I understand a little bit why they designed it like that or whatever, to make something better or whatever. Reason I started this channel is I saw a lot of other people out there doing it. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos. I used to work, I work nights in the summer when we're paving a lot. So we get a lot of downtime, so I watch YouTube on my phone. And I decided to make my own channel. So I started it yesterday. It's been pretty fun so far. I haven't got too many hateful comments. What else? I'm trying to think what else I could say in this video. I might have to edit this stuff out. I'm learning how to edit these videos. I'm really not great at it. The first two were shot from the hip. I never edited anything. I really don't understand how that works yet, but that's been a fun challenge. I guess you could say, that's why I buy tools and I buy all this stuff that I have for my business, because part of owning the trucks to me and owning my own thing was I wanted to learn, how to carry over my skills that I learned in racing. There's really, once you leave drag racing, like you can't go to, Chevrolet dealership and be like, I can work on cars, because they're like, well, you have no schooling and you're not certified and all that crap. To me, just because you can pass a test doesn't make you a goddamn mechanic. I can tell you that, because I've seen a lot of people that passed tests or went to college and they didn't know shit, so, or they thought they knew and they didn't know nothing, and that was even more worse. If you've ever ran across anybody like that thinks they're intelligent because they went to a college and you didn't, and then why are you ahead of them? A lot of young kids nowadays don't understand that. Like, it was a pain in the ass. Like, what the fuck? You don't know shit. I mean, you don't even know how to read a fucking dial calipers, and you're trying to tell me how to build this. But okay, that's kind of a rant. I'm sorry. Fuck, now I forgot where I'm at. Shit. So yeah, I'm gonna do. I asked my Snap-on guy if I could do a tour of his truck, and he said that he will let me. He's just got to organize it. It was a mess when I was there Monday night, but I told him I'd help him if to organize it up one night. Because I'm kind of anal. Like, his stuff's really disorganized on the truck, and I don't know how he sells anything, but he says a lot of people touch it and they don't put it back. But also, like you saw in my video, that I foam everything out, and it takes a lot of time. The reason that I do that is, one, it looks really nice. It's easy to find if there's something missing. Also, it makes you more efficient. The more organized you are when you start a project, the more organized the project's going to go, and the faster you can complete it. And I learned that again from racing, because you only had 35 minutes to 8 guys take this engine apart, put it back together. If you weren't organized, it was a straight clusterfuck. I mean, it would get ugly quick. People would leave shit loose. I've done that. I've left shit loose and fucked $50,000 worth of shit up. Yeah, I did it. It's all right. And that's probably so I learned that's why I do that type of stuff. You might get to meet my wife on some of these videos. She said she didn't really want to be on camera, but I'll probably get her to do it later. I'm pretty charming, I guess. And she likes me, so that is what it is. So I just want to introduce myself, and if you have any videos or any questions about anything, I'd like to do like a Q&A session. If you guys have any questions about like what drag racing was, what the lifestyle was, anything about the trucking business. I don't know if anybody's out there thinking about getting in the trucking business, what the rules and regulations are. I learned all that stuff on my own, and God, they changed the rules more than anybody I've ever met in my goddamn life. Or anything like that, big truck stuff, rebuilding engines. I just rebuilt my Cummins engine, it was an N14. Me and another guy did it. He taught me a lot of stuff when we did that. So I might do, video on some of that. We were supposed to do another one together, but that hasn't came through yet. So we'll see. Because really I don't drive the truck every day per se. I'm kind of, the guy that takes care of, make sure they work and do things like that. It's like being a shop owner, I guess. If you were a mechanic, it's hard to find time to work on a car and answer the phone and then babysit employees. You just don't have, there's not enough hours in the day, really. So I just wanted to introduce myself to my channel. Anybody that subscribes, you can like or, comment. I really don't care. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of haters out there, which, everybody thinks I'm an asshole anyway, so I could really give a shit less about what you got to say. If you're nice, I will answer your question. If you're going to be a dickhead, it probably ain't going to fucking happen. What else? Just kind of, people probably say that, I'm a snob and, yes, I have money and I can afford these tools. Yeah, I can afford these tools, but, I could have, saved myself money and bought cheaper stuff, but I didn't. I want to pay for quality and, things. That's how I, build stuff in my life. Why would I short out on buying tools or making videos or anything like that? So that's really all I got to say for this one. I guess we'll check in later just to see how things are going. I may do another one tomorrow. I might do I'm thinking about doing a more detailed box tour, go drawer by drawer, and things like that. But I'm really looking for suggestions on what kind of videos to do. It's hard to come up with this stuff. I could talk about just about anything, per se, things I've experienced in my life. Racing was a great experience. I'm not saying it wasn't, but it just got to the point where I mentally didn't want to do it anymore. I would go back if somebody offered me a job, but there's really nobody beating the door down, and I haven't really asked. But I like to, drag racing I love. Formula One cars I love racing stuff. I don't, watch too much sports. I do play golf. I like golf. Again, that's a challenge, and it's by yourself, so you're not really relying on other people, to how you do or whatever. I think, what else do I like? I like Mountain Dew. As you can probably tell, I don't know. I don't have one right now, but I gotta get another one because I'm getting pretty dry talking here for I don't know how many minutes. I've been rambling, but I'm just trying to do, this YouTube thing and see where this takes me. Not doing it for any type of money or anything like that. I just want to get my opinion out there, and I really don't have anything else to do during the winter. It really slows down for me, so it's really just a lot about fixing stuff around here around the shop. I'd like to do a shop tour. If you guys would like to see a shop tour, I'll probably do a truck tour once the guys get them clean. They're pretty dirty right now, so I'll just do things here around the shop. Thinking about buying a new compressor, so if I get that sometime, probably do a video on that. Just how I got my things set up here in the shop, and on my next toolbox thing, I'm gonna show you guys how I do my foam stuff, kind of where I got it, and what I'm gonna try next. Just things like that. So, alrighty, well, thank you for your time again. See you later.